Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy 24 Banksy. In this episode, I sat down with my boy Gabe, one of the members of the Profit Club. For anyone who's stuck, who doesn't have clarity, this episode is for you. You know, Gabe, he was only trading for 4 or 5 months when he joined the club, you know, and he was searching for clarity, accountability, and he found it, you know. He locked in, and when he became funded, he was funded for a straight 8 months. We spoke about a point where he bought his family a car, which was incredible. He explained learning trading and growing in trading while working a job. So if you're working a job right now and you're into trading and you're trying to find your way, make sure you watch all of this episode. Boy, Gabe's in the building.
What's good? What's good?
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only.
How you feeling today?
All is good, man. It's a hot day in London for once.
Yeah.
Let's kick this off. Gabe, give me like a little brief introduction to yourself, where you're from, how long you've been trading for, etc., etc., and when you joined the club as well.
All right, perfect. So my name is Gabriel Gomez. I joined Profit Club around last year in March. I was one of like the first 10 members of the club. I started trading it was during the pandemic. I want to say it was around December of 2020.
Yeah.
I got into it through IM Academy, like most people. Obviously, IM Academy had that big fall off, but I still believed in trading. I still believed in what it could do because I found success in it outside of the whole multi-level marketing portion.
Yeah.
And I kept the ball rolling with it. I kept studying. I went on my own. And next thing you know, I took my personal account from I had a $500 account. And I took it to about 30,000.
No way. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's gangster.
And
love that.
Yeah. And from there, it just felt like I was on top of the world. And obviously, you know, greed came into play. Unnecessary spending came into play.
Yeah.
Started spending more than what I was making on the market, having that mindset of, oh, I'll make it back. I already did it.
Yeah.
Like, I could do it again. And next thing you know, I saw that account go from about 30,000. I saw that account go to like $1,000. Yeah, done. Yeah, done. Yeah.
Wow. That was an eye opener, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, and then I was going to school for engineering at the time.
Yeah.
I had a internship for Disney.
Okay.
But then the pandemic hit, obviously, so it pushed everything back, and it gave me a perspective of is this something I really want to do, or am I just forcing myself to do this because it's a good job, it's a good career,
right?
And I was like, no, I want to trade. Like, this is more interesting to me. This is fun to me. It's exciting, and I actually want to learn it. I'm motivated to learn it, and I just went all in on it. It paid off. It paid off.
Yeah. Well, we see that, man. It's been incredible so far, and you still have so far to go. But I just wanted to kind of know, like, before the whole trading thing started kicking off for you, where you was at. So that's good. You've kind of answered that, which is dope. So what was it like? When do you feel like? I know you're not full time. I know you're still working and stuff like that. But how long did you say it's been since you've been trading, like properly trading, like where you understood things, you know, before you got into the club? How long was it before you got into the Profit Club?
I want to say maybe 4 or 5 months before I joined the club. A lot of things clicked for me. I was in a really low energy with trading, and I was ready to give up. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing anymore. I was questioning whether this was if it was for me, if I was even supposed to be trading anymore. And I had to make a decision. I dug deep, and I was like, okay, I'm either going to figure it out or I'm going to quit.
Wow.
And I didn't see anything else outside of trading for me. I really didn't.
What were those main challenges that you faced in trading before joining the club? Since you was only doing it for like 5, 6 months, you know, what were the main kind of things that you were facing around that sort of time in trading?
I want to say my confidence was low.
Okay.
I didn't know what strategy to go with. I didn't know if I should be scalping, if I should be intraday swinging. I was kind of going through all of them and not really focusing on one. And I feel like that's what made me feel so lost. And I just really had to dig deep and was like, I need to learn this. And if I
Yeah.
don't learn it, then I'm gonna be broke. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
that's really
Facts.
all it comes down to. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
broke and
Yeah. Yeah.
unhappy.
Yeah. Okay, so that's dope. So you knew you had to make a decision. So you was accountable for that, and you switched it up. You decided to join the community. So I think it's an obvious question, but I do want to know because it's interesting to me with all of these different communities out there, traders out there. What kind of led you towards saying, you know what, I'm going to get with the Profit Club and see what that's about? Because there's so many huge influence in the space. You know,
Yeah.
what kind of brought you here?
So Q Banks had actually posted you one day. It was like a random
Mm,
weekday. He had posted a trade
my
of
boy
yours, and
Q.
and
Yeah.
at the time you probably had like maybe 150 followers on your
Yeah,
Banksy
yeah, yeah.
account.
Early.
And yeah, and I went to your page and I observed it and I saw your trades and I liked the way you trade and I saw similar things in our
Right, right.
analysis. So,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
gave you a follow and I
Mm,
was like, I don't know who this is, but I like the way he
it's cool.
trades.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I just followed you and I would honestly compare my analysis with yours every time you posted
Oh
and we
shit. I
had
love that.
and we had very similar trades. And at the time,
Yeah.
I was going through the 50K challenge,
Mm.
so everything was kind of aligning. And I saw that we had similar trades,
Hmm.
and I decided, you know what? Like, I think I know what I'm doing now.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and and yeah, you started talking about on your Instagram about launching something called the Profit Club. And
Yes.
I was a little skeptical at first because I was seeing like, oh, 150 followers
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This guy's new. What is
starting a
this?
trading group.
Mm.
It was like, what is this? But Q Banks is posting him,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Verified.
his trades are valid. We have the same ideas. So I just
Yeah.
really went for it. Honestly, it was kind of like a leap of faith and intuition.
Oh, I love that. I love that, Gabe. How long have you been in the Profit Club? How long has it been?
Since I want to say March or April of 2024, so about a year now.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
you was really one of the first. Yeah, from when you
yeah.
first started posting me, was probably when a lot of people started to recognize me. Because I didn't come in to become like some form of influencer or any kind of thing like that. I was just doing my thing. I already had the other side covered in like the UK with music and entertainment and stuff. But I could trade. I learned to trade, and I could trade.
Yeah,
I think Q just respected, the way I was doing it and how I was going about. I was taking it serious, and I think also someone else said to me that they felt like coming where I was more relatable because I was closer to where they were.
hmm,
Well, so I think that could be a thing with you as well, where maybe like even though I only had a small following at the time, which I
yeah,
still kind of do, but it's almost like I'm in reach of this guy. This guy is like kind of where I am. So I want to see what he's doing.
yeah,
And I've noticed as well, just to give it back to you before we go on to the other questions, is like even at this point, I feel like you more stay and enjoy the club for the community side, not really for the other side, because you can already,
yeah,
you're in here, you do your psychology, you do your stuff, and we rap about the charts. But I feel like for you now, it's more like a family. I feel like it's more like that, which
yeah. It definitely is.
which is
It
dope.
definitely is.
Um, okay, so I wanted to ask you, since you've been with us, I know that you had a few moments and stuff where you had bought a car, you did a few amazing things. Like, what kind of percentage growth would you say you've had in like the last year, or how much do you feel you've grown since you've been with like the Profit Club and stuff?
So financially wise,
Yeah, yeah, it could be
I think
financially. It could, I don't know if you traded one account or if it's been loads, but where you feel like you grew, it could be financially or it could be just in
yeah.
general. How much do you feel you grew since this last year?
Mentally, I feel like I've grown so much. My confidence has skyrocketed. My belief in this system has
Mm.
skyrocketed. My belief in my journey has skyrocketed.
Wow.
Because right before the Profit Club, I felt lost. Didn't know if I wanted to do this anymore. Uh, did like 90 days worth of back testing. I was on an Excel sheet tracking every trade.
Mhm.
Um, and then I joined the Profit Club, and I feel like ever since then, it was just like to the moon for me. I made more
Wow.
money than I ever did trading before.
Wow.
I want to say I was funded about 8 months of last
Mhm.
year. And in those
Wow.
8 months of trading, in those 8 months of trading, being funded, I made more money trading than I did at my job.
That's incredible. So
So
you,
that was like a big eye opener for me,
yeah, yeah.
knowing that I'm basically working two jobs right now, and one of them is on the laptop, and I make that money in an hour, 2 hours.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
and like you said, I was able to buy a car. My original car, it died out. It gave up
Yeah,
on me.
yeah.
I had that car for about like 10 years.
I saw you in the boat,
Uh,
had the bow on the car. I was like, oh shit.
yeah,
I was like,
yes, I
Gabe,
was
you doing
able.
it?
Yes, I was able to get the
Doing it right.
car.
Yeah, yeah.
My
Right.
mom lives across the country.
Mm-hmm.
So I live in California. My mom lives in Maine. She moved out
Wow.
there a couple years ago. I was able to take a trip out there and see her
Oh, wow.
for the first time in 2, 3 years. So
Yeah,
that was really big
from
for
the
me.
trading profits, from your profits.
Yeah, yeah, and I was able to go out there and just splurge and not even
Yeah,
worry
yeah.
about it.
Uh,
And just being able to do extra things like go on certain trips,
hmm.
uh, be able to purchase things I wasn't able to purchase, put money away that I wasn't
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
before.
Love that.
Um, so a lot of things really changed in my life, and I really feel like the community helped that a lot with you and Rocky.
Wow.
You guys gave me a lot of belief, a lot of confidence,
Yeah.
and you guys showed me every day that how much is possible with this opportunity.
We listen, man. We appreciate that, Gabe, and we appreciate you because you're a valuable member in the community. As I say, you're one of us now. It just is what it is, you know. And we've seen your growth incredibly, you know, over this period of time. Um, how would you say, like, how has your trading consistency improved over this past year? Not based on like the last 4 weeks or anything like
Yeah,
that. Just across that
yeah.
year from April. How consistent do you feel you became?
More consistent than ever. I feel like you and Rocky keep everybody accountable.
Hmm.
Especially Rocky is not afraid to call people out when
Ah,
they're
you don't play.
bullshitting. Excuse
You
my
don't play.
language. Yeah, and
It's
I just feel
direct.
like the community keeps each other accountable, especially when you're going through low times. You know, we're
Mhm.
able to pick each other up. We all go through it, especially
Of
you've gone through
course,
the trials.
of
You've
course.
gone through losing the accounts, gaining the accounts.
Mhm.
So that really helps and it gives a lot of perspective. Um, and yeah, my consistency, it's just there. I feel like my system is there.
Yeah.
Me and you trade very similar.
Very. I noticed that.
So
I noticed
yeah,
that.
and
Yeah.
I noticed that when I take trades and you don't take that trade, I'm like, all right, I'm a little iffy right now because
Ah!
we're not seeing eye to eye right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's days it works and there's days it doesn't. Um,
Yeah,
but I do see that when I send my analysis and you send your analysis, and we're pretty much in the same,
yeah,
pretty much
yeah.
seeing the same, pretty similar things.
Yeah.
Everything works out and it shows me that I am being consistent. I am following my plan, and it feels good and it gives me a lot of confidence.
Incredible, incredible game. Well, I always see that. I see it with your trades when you put your analysis in. I always take the time out to go and have a look at what people are posting.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's nothing to talk about. Like people are just doing the right thing, you know, and it is what it is. As I say, you've definitely improved so much, and you're definitely in a place where no one really needs to correct your homework. It's just seeing if we're aligned, and a lot of the time we are aligned. Like it just is what it is.
Yeah,
And sometimes we're gonna, you know, sometimes we're gonna get it wrong, and the market isn't gonna play out. But a lot of the time it does, you know, and that's what it's about. It's about,
yeah,
you know, it's about continuously perfecting and sharpening the sword, you know. And I feel like you're doing that, so you keep it going, which is great. Okay, which you kind of covered this a little bit, but just quickly, which specific skills would you say you developed most from being in the club?
oof. The skills I think I developed the most were, I want to say mindset. I feel
Mhm.
like mindset was a big thing. I always believed that I had the skill set, but I feel
Mhm.
like my mindset, my emotions
Mhm.
held me back a lot.
Right.
And these calls, the Wednesday calls, the Sunday calls, when you have Q&A and we're able to just let it all out with no
Yeah.
judgment, it helps a lot. And I didn't have that before. I was always very lone wolf, doing it on my own. no one
Mm.
to talk to about. Now that I have a community to talk to these things about, I'm able to just release all the negativity I'm feeling or the positive things I'm feeling when things are going good. I feel
Yeah,
like that's important too.
yeah.
And I feel like my emotions in this game are a lot more controlled than they were before the Prophet Cup. I do notice that I have things to work on, but I do
Mm.
see the improvement I've made since joining the club.
Sure. I love that. I love that. Well, yeah, that's what we're here for, man. As I say, technically you're there. So if it's your mindset, if it's your psychology, if these are areas we shape up, and it's important to us, like the end of every call, especially on the Sunday, we definitely have a be real with yourself, be real with the club moment. And that moment, I've heard you a few times, come off and share if you need to run or you need to let it out or correct something. This is the
Mhm.
moment that we use well. Even when you're doing really well, sharing your thoughts and stuff is always welcomed. So we appreciate that also. Okay, a couple of more questions I have. This is an obvious one, and I think you've covered it anyway. Maybe I'll ask you two things in once. Um,
Okay.
how have the weekly calls with myself impacted your trading? And what aspects of the Discord community do you find most valuable? So how have the Sunday calls affected you, most, and what part of the
Mhm.
Discord, do you value the most?
I value the most. Let me give me a second to think about that one.
Hmm. No rush.
Yeah, yeah.
Or even
So
even the Sunday calls, like how have they impacted you or your trading, the Sunday calls?
uh, the Sunday calls, I feel like they impacted me with the things that impact me the most is when you're very hands on with your teaching. A lot of communities they don't get that a lot. They get more signals, very brief introductions with their mentors. You're very hands on with us. You don't care if we're on for 30 minutes, if we're on for an hour and a half. We're here to get the work done, and that's all
Yeah.
that matters.
Mm.
And I love how hands on you are with us, whether it's you're doing a deep dive on what you saw the previous week before or what you feel like is coming in the current week. And that
Mm.
helps a lot, gives a lot of perspective on if I'm seeing the right things, if I'm making any mistakes that I made, what did I miss? What things did I see the same? And
Mhm.
also when you do your be real with yourself, be real with the club, it's a lot of accountability going on in the club,
Wow.
and that's the most important thing here. Because people can make mistakes, but it's being accountable for your mistakes and being able to be honest and
Yeah.
not be judged by them, especially
Yeah.
when your mentor has been through those. He knows what those mistakes are like. He knows what the victories are like, and you're able to get just credible feedback. It
Yeah.
helps so much with the journey.
I love that. Gabe, you're a pro, man. It's like you're supposed to be on TV or something, man. You're a professional. Nah, I
I
appreciate
appreciate that.
for real. That's good feedback. And the Discord, I mean, is there anything that you find you love about the Discord, even just the accountability thing, or if it's the family thing, or the fact it's a small unit, or like what would you say is like your favorite thing about our Discord?
Honestly, my favorite thing about the Discord is just the community we have in there. I feel like we're all over the world, but yet we feel so close.
Yeah, yeah,
None of us have really even met, but we're talking every day.
that's
We
right.
all follow each other on Instagram now.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Me and Pablo are sending each other memes now, like
Yeah, yeah,
trading
yeah, yeah.
memes,
I love that.
and it's a good time, and you're able to just it really does feel like we're all friends and
Yeah,
that we've all met. Like none
yeah,
of us have met, and
real.
it feels like we've all met already.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that's definitely my favorite part. Is it's definitely a we get the work done, and we're very professional when it comes to the trading, and we're very get to it. But at
Yeah,
the same time, like we're not afraid to be a little laid back,
that's
mess
right.
around in
Yeah,
there a little bit, and
yeah,
that
yeah,
helps a lot because at the same time we're gonna get the work done, but we like to have fun in there.
yeah, 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 for sure. And I think
Yeah,
what you said is true. There's friendships that are blossoming from it. It's like a family. It's like a brotherhood. Even though there's a few females in there too, it's a community where everyone's close. We all feel like we know each other, and I'm glad it's not
yeah.
thousands and thousands of people. I love the fact that everybody knows each other. Like we all know each other's
Hmm.
names, and we hold each other accountable. Which is great. It's really important. Some weeks someone's going to be flying, and we can and I never see others not cheering them on. You know, even if they're having a bad
Yeah.
week, people encourage each other and they motivate each other. So I love that about it too. Okay,
Yeah, and I also do love in there seeing seeing how we, like how you said, we all chill each other on. It
yeah,
doesn't matter if someone is having a bad week, someone in there is gonna have a good week,
that's right.
and we're cheering for them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Trey, for example, I Trey just we just chopped it up on Instagram. He
Yeah,
told me his whole story from 2024 and what he went through, and to
yeah.
see him get max allocation and get a
Yeah, it's
20K
crazy.
payout,
It's
I'm
crazy.
like, it's inspiring. So being able to see other people that were struggling in 2024 or struggling in the past couple months, and they're seeing wins and they're seeing profit and they're
Yeah,
happy. That's inspiring. Like, it inspires me when I'm having low days. It's
that's right.
like, yeah, it's like, it's all, we're all gonna have wins, we're all gonna have losses. It's everybody's
Yeah.
turn, and to see other people get their turn is inspiring.
It is, bro. It really is. I'm going to be speaking to be honest, it's you and Trey. So I'm going to be speaking to Trey after this, which is so
Okay.
special. Really proud of him as well. You know, you two have definitely you guys have been leading the light for a long time, which is great. Okay, so one or two more questions quickly before we go. The psychology side, like I know we have the Wednesday calls with the big boy Rocky, our big brother. You know, how is that how has your trading psychology improved since having that available to you?
Oh man, Rocky, Rocky is not afraid to call you out. That is the truth. That Wednesday call, if you're
Mhm.
on that Wednesday call, you are going to have to talk. It does
Mhm.
not matter if you don't like to talk. Rocky is gonna say, "Turn off that microphone
Yeah,
and
in
talk."
here now. Yeah,
Yes, and
yeah,
we're all taking turns. I'm writing down everybody's name, and we're all
mm,
taking turns talking. Oh, you
yeah,
said you bought this book? All right, I'm gonna ask you a question about it next
yeah.
week,
Tell me
so don't
about the
bullshit.
book. Mm,
Yeah, and I love that. I love that. I feel like that's needed, especially when it comes to the psychology portion of this. It's just as
mm,
important as the technicals.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. If not
so
more.
yeah, exactly. And I do feel like his calls have they helped out my emotions when I'm in drawdown or when I'm in profit. They help out when I'm having a good week, when I'm having a bad week,
That's right.
and it's a good space to really just let out whatever you're feeling when it comes to trading. I know that on the Sunday calls, it's very we talk about like analysis and questions about the charts mostly.
Mhm.
And when we get on Rocky's call, Rocky's like, "Let's talk about it. Like, how
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys feeling?"
yeah. Let's talk about where your head's at. Let's get your head
Yeah,
right. You know, let's
yeah, like,
because it's both ways. It's true what you said. Like whether you're doing good or bad, if someone's doing bad, he's fixing their head, and if someone's doing
mhm,
good, he's almost killing their euphoria, like to level head,
mhm,
which is
yeah, and that helped me a lot because in 2024 I was seeing a lot of payouts from top tier,
right, right.
and those calls with Rocky kept me level headed. That
Mm,
these payouts are not guaranteed.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
every week is a different week, every day is a different day, and you
yeah,
have to approach it that way. And
yeah,
Rocky helped me out with that a lot because there were times where I was feeling greedy or I was feeling a little too on top of the world with
yeah,
trading.
yeah.
And I get on the Wednesday call and Rocky brings me right back to sea level.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's needed because I know I have a lot of development left.
yeah.
It's a non he reminds us that it's nonstop. This development
Um,
is nonstop, that even the things that he's preaching, he's
mhm.
still working on to this day. He's just the one preaching it to us.
Yeah. He's leading the way. Like, yo,
Hmm.
what I'm working on. This is what everyone should be working on. You know, like it's important. Yeah, it's
Yeah, and I feel like before those calls, um, I was very easily feeling negative about trading if I had a bad day.
right.
I was very easily euphoric if I had a good day.
Yeah.
And he introduced us to books. He introduced us to podcasts, to ideas,
Yeah,
and it really just keeps you right where you need to be. It keeps you in your lane.
yeah. In the zone, level-headed. Yeah, we
Mhm.
appreciate that, man. That's fantastic feedback. He's gonna really appreciate that for sure. Okay, so just to wrap up, Gabe, what would I want to ask you? Okay, lastly, if you could leave any note for the new Gabe that comes along, someone who
Mhm.
had maybe trading for 4 or 5 months now, and they're watching this,
Okay.
what kind of message would you give them about the club? Not like a come and join the club. Like it's not that. As you know, we
Mhm.
run a small focus group anyway. But just like what kind of message would you give them about the club? And what would you kind of say?
The message I'm gonna leave about this club is it's a family. We work hard, we have fun, we keep each other accountable, and we win. We win in this club, and you see
Yes.
it. You see it in the Discord. You
Mm,
see it on people's personal accounts when they're posting their wins. We win in this club, and that's all
mm.
there is to it. And we don't even when we have bad days, we win.
Yeah, yeah. I love that. It's the Profit Club, baby. Let's
Profit Club,
go.
yeah,
Gabe,
exactly.
I want to thank you, man. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the day. I will see you on Sunday's call. I'll see you in the Discord. And yeah, let's stay in touch, man. I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man.
And I just want to say, just thank you for everything. Like you've really changed a lot of things for me
My brother.
when it comes to trading, mindset, and then just seeing the things that you're able to do with trading. If I talk to my friends about it, like my friends don't even trade, and they're like, "Yeah, we know who Banksy is, bro." Like, yeah,
Love that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I tell my friends about it all the time. I tell my
Yeah.
mom about it,
No,
and
I appreciate
yeah,
it. I really
and
appreciate
you're truly an inspiration.
it.
You've been an inspiration ever since day one. I joined the Profit Club. When I got on that first Zoom, I
Mm,
just felt it. I just felt that you were a
yeah.
passionate, caring human being that really cared about what you were doing,
Yeah.
and that's obviously why I'm still here. I'm not here for the
My
I'm not
brother.
here for the technical analysis. I'm not here for
Yeah.
tutoring. Like, no, I'm here because you're passionate. I'm here because you make us feel like family. You make us feel heard, and you make us feel seen.
My brother, that is like the most amazing thing I've ever heard when it comes to like my trading side of things. So I really, really appreciate that, bro. That's what we do it for.
Yeah,
That's this was all about. I got an opportunity, I learned, I grew, and all we ever wanted to do was give back. And my brother's
Mhm.
all the same. Rocky's the same, Scotty's the same, young Caesar's coming up next, he's the same, and we're all growing. And you're one of us. You're on the other side of the world, and you're one of us. It's a family, and it's genuine people, real people. This is no gimmicks, this is no
Mhm.
marketing. This is just organic. If you're with us and you feel it, then that's what it is. So I really appreciate
Yeah,
that, and we appreciate having you. Thank you for everything you've done as well. Appreciate all of your, making sure you have a voice in the club and sharing your results, your good days, your bad days. Like you are on your way. Like you are really and truly on your way. This is why I selected you. We have people in the club I could have called anyone, but I've picked you out because I wanted to hear from you. Because we've seen your growth. And we're rooting for you. I know you'll be there.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Keep it going, bro. Yeah. Okay, cool, man. Well, listen, we'll catch up on Sunday. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And
Thank you, brother.
appreciate it, bro. Love
All
Gabe.
right, I'll see you
All
Sunday. Thank you, bro.
right, brother. Thank you, man. All right, bye-bye. Bye.